Have you been in cars that size before?
Yes, I have. I've been in cars smarter than that, you know.
Deja Blanding tells us she was just trying to get to a Detroit Lions watch party this month when her Lyft rolled up.
If the seatbelt doesn't fit, you must have quit. I learned that a long time ago.
There is a video that is going viral on social media of a Detroit rapper that is currently suing Lyft. So for those of us who doesn't know what Lyft is a company, a transport company that is in America that usually, you know, people who has their private car, their personal car can apply to the company. So they'll be using their car as form of transport to transport people from one place to another, just to get, you know, kind of more of like side income. So what happened was that this Detroit rapper, she booked for a taxi, and when the taxi man came, the taxi man was surprised to see that she was very fat. She was a mobilist, obese lady. So with all politeness, he was trying to explain to her the reasons why he cannot take her to her destination, being that his car is not in a good position, you know, not in a good situation. And she was very, very annoyed. She started using her phone to record, and she posted it online. Not even up to 2 days, she already had a lawyer that wants to stand for her. Now she's currently suing the Lyft company, and even the Lyft company now, they already, you know, already sacked the taxi driver that was in the video she posted on social media initially. So now let you guys to watch the video she posted online, and at the same time I will let you guys to listen to other people's reaction that reacted to the situation between the lady and the driver. Then I'll come back to let you guys know what I have to say in this situation.
What?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What? For what? What you saying?
Yeah, I got no space in my car is small.
I can fit in this car.
No, believe me, you can.
Yes, I can.
Believe me. So, I'm sorry.
What I'm gonna do about my money?
I'm gonna cancel you. You're not gonna be charged.
So you telling me I can't get in a Lyft because I can't fit in your car?
Yeah, you need to order a bigger car.
What makes you think I can't fit in a car?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What makes you think I can't fit in this car?
Because the car is small in the back.
My best friend has a Benz that's newer than this that I can fit in. That's the same size.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't.
So you really telling me I'm too big to get in your car? So I gotta order another Lyft.
Yeah. And to be more specific with you, I got very tired tires.
What I got to do with your tires?
Yeah, and you have no space.
How you know I don't have no space?
Yeah, I got no space in the back. Believe me.
How do you know I don't have no space?
Because I tried before.
Huh?
Because I've been in this situation.
So every big person you turn down because they can't fit in your car?
Yeah, because they need to order the Uber XL. It's good.
No, I don't never have to order an Uber XL.
Then I'm really sorry, man.
What's your name?
Abraham Carter.
Okay. Nope.
This is a message to the girl that got the Lyft driver fired, and I wanted to show you something. We have XLs. So this is an XL right here. You could have ordered this. It's a big one. We have more XLs. You could have ordered this ride. This is an XL. Look at that. More space. You could have ordered any XL in this parking lot. These are all XL drivers. All of these cars, all these black trucks. You could have ordered all of these black trucks. But you wanted to go order a regular Lyft. So that's what you get. That's what you get. Now you want justice. Now you want justice. All you had to do was order the Lyft XL or a black SUV. But anyway, it is what it is.
All right, so I am here to give my opinion on the big Dank situation, y'all. And this is coming from another big bag. So I'm not oblivious that I'm fat. I'm not none of that, okay? I'm just being honest and saying how I feel and what I would have did if I was in that situation. Okay, so I really mess with Big Dank. You know, I love her confidence. I love what she puts on for. But, you know, as a plus size woman, and me being a plus size woman, I have to be more spatially aware. And I have to also understand not everybody is going to view me the way I view myself. And even though I know I could go to a certain extent, not everybody's going to want to reach that extent with me, because, you know, everybody has different preferences. That's all I'm trying to say. But I honestly feel like I just would have ordered a new Uber. You feel me? I don't feel like I would have got my money back for sure, because you ain't no way you just denied me and you gonna get my money. I would have got my money back for sure, but I don't know if I would have went as far as suing, because when the Mercedes sedan pulled up, y'all, it was screeching for help. So like, you feel me? His car, I believe everything he said about his car. I honestly don't feel like the wheels were any good, and it's like at the same time, the car belongs to him. So just like if the car belonged to Dank, she could choose who gets in and out of that car. He can choose who gets in and out of that car. Like I said, I would have got my money back after he canceled the ride, got my money back, refunded, and got a new Uber. But as far as suing and saying that it was discrimination, I genuinely wouldn't. I'm not even trying to be funny. If I had a little car and I got a big friend, I don't want my big friend in my little car, because we finna be shoulder to shoulder, looking at each other pissed off and shit. Like, you feel what I'm saying? We also have to talk about his delivery. It's not like he was rude and like really trying to fat shame. I genuinely don't feel like he was trying to be mean. I just feel like, you know, I'ma just say the obvious. Dank is a beautiful girl. She's gorgeous. She's very talented. But honey, you're big. You're big. You are big. Okay? And like, you feel me? Like, you can't just go around expecting everybody to accommodate you at your size. And I'm a fat bitch. I know, y'all. Don't hate me. Don't hate me. But come on now. Like, come on now. Like, that's like squeezing me and her in a Fiat. It ain't working. I don't know. It ain't working. No way, no how. No way, no how. We gonna be shoulder to shoulder, cheek to cheek, eyeball to eyeball, and I'm gonna be pissed. Get the fuck out the car. I'm getting out the car too, sis. And it's not even that. I feel like she's been put out of better places. Like, I've been put out of better places. But let that nigga go on about his business. You said you never had to order an XL. Okay, maybe you just got the wrong driver. Let him go on about his business. He didn't want you in his car. I don't want to sound hypocritical, but come on now, like, you know, anybody with working eyes, I'm getting off.
If the seatbelt doesn't fit, you must have quit. I learned that a long time ago. I personally think the Lyft driver was wrong. You really think I'm about to sit there and argue with somebody about my car? No, not gonna happen. I would have pulled up. Not gonna fit. Boom, gone. Problem solved. Why are you sitting there arguing? I don't like that. Now, as a big girl myself, and I done lost a lot of weight, at my heaviest, one time I had got in somebody's car, I had put their seatbelt around me, and when I got out, that shit was dangly. That's when I knew it was time to back up. But I can understand why she was married. You know, you had got in other folk cars like that. You know, you could get his. But on the other hand, baby, that's somebody else ride. And like, people got to learn to accept no is no. You could have gotten in that car and he got real foolish with you after you made him give you a ride. I don't know. The no is a no, and just move on. You never want to be in a situation where you're trying to argue with somebody about their own stuff. That's not what we do. You know, that's just how I feel about it.
And finally, we have Exhibit D. And Exhibit E. Don't scroll yet. I got way more evidence this time. And let me just remind you, this is the rapper that's suing Lyft because she got a Lyft driver fired because he would not let her into his small Mercedes when he was just trying to protect her. You see, I did my research on the width of doors. You see, I had to whip out the facts. The Suburban door is 40 to 42 inches. And since y'all can't decide, since it was a Mercedes C-Class or E-Class, it would have been between 30 and 34 inches. So again, I ask you, how? Oh, but I did more research. Come to find out, the weight limit to Mercedes chairs are 300 to 400 pounds. Exceeding this would compromise the structure of the integrity of the chair, would increase risk of the seat breaking or collapsing, and would affect the handling of the vehicle because of the unevenly distributed weight. It states that a seatbelt in a Mercedes would not be able to securely hold a 500-pound individual, stating that they would need a seatbelt extender, and that if they were to get in an accident, that person would literally be ejected out of the vehicle due to it not being safe enough for them, for the size at least. It says that you would not even be able to comfortably sit in said vehicle because it would be too much of a tight fit and the belt would not even be able to properly go on you due to the positioning of how you would be in the back of that car. So again, he lost his job for no reason. He was trying to protect you and him because his vehicle would not have been safe enough for you. Every vehicle that you have been in, all these Suburbans, these double XLs are safe for you because they can accommodate your figure. So from car makers and AI itself, a C-Class or E-Class would be highly dangerous for you. And he was protecting you by not allowing you in that vehicle. It was never discrimination. He never disrespected you. He never spoke ill on you. He just stated that his vehicle would not be appropriate, that he would got you a vehicle like this, which would have been appropriate. 3 cheers for Freak the Lawyer. If y'all mess with me, y'all know where to support me at. Come on now.
Tonight on the Edge of Detroit.
Now, y'all know y'all miss it. Y'all been asking me to talk about this topic with the Lyft driver and the big girl, and I'm here to say it. Say it with me though. Ho, please. Okay. First of all, I drive a Ford EcoSport. That means I drive a toaster. They're literally what it looks like, a toaster. If I was a Lyft driver and a girl that big would have booked me for a Lyft, I would have just got out and started swinging. Cause bitch, you knew better. Now, why would you waste my time like this? Now, that Lyft driver, he did absolutely everything he was supposed to do. He was very correct about it. He said, I don't feel comfortable. He had a Mercedes Benz. Bitch, he was going to have to stop with his feet. This ain't the Flintstones. Okay, you would have had that man brake pad scrubbing so damn bad, he would have had one side up and one side down. It would have been looking like a seesaw in that bitch. I would have told you the same thing. No, I would have rolled the window down and said, be for real, bitch, and drove off. Yeah, you gonna sue the people? Why? Okay, go to the airlines. I'm pretty sure if you flying, because you're a rapper, so you probably traveling, you got to buy 2 or 3 seats, Sheila. Yeah, you do. And hey, this ain't body shaming my ass. I love BBWs. Everybody know I love me a big girl. Y'all confidence level is through the roof, but bitch, that is overconfident. You are way too confident for that. You was way too confident. You knew damn well to get that damn ambulance that Dr. Narzadan be having his patients in. You knew better. Yeah. Lyft need to put ambulance on they shit when you that damn big. Matter of fact, you took every picture in an extra large car. You knew better. Why would you order a Mercedes? You could have paid an extra $5. You're a rapper. And then they pulled out the video with your knees collapsing on stage. You knew better. The stage couldn't even hold your ass up. Like, why would you do that? Now, I'm not saying, y'all gonna pick on her because she big, but hey, you gotta call a spade, a donut, a buffet. You knew better. I hope they don't give you a damn dime. Talking about emotional stress. Y'all need to be paying the Lyft driver. You done caused him nothing but stress. Shit and turmoil. Nightmares. You gonna blame him because you're that big. Book me and see if you can get in this damn car. Book me. I'll show your ass.
Now, y'all talk a little bit about this Lyft driver situation. I stand with him 1,000%. 1,000%. Because I refuse to believe this is the first time that woman has been rejected from something due to her size. And I don't mean any disrespect. She's a big woman. So I know she's been rejected from some things before. Also, she didn't have to be embarrassed on this level. I can understand in that moment feeling a bit of shame, but no one had to know about this. She pulled out her camera. She posted it. She continued to go forward and forward and forward with this. Not the Lyft driver. That was on her. So I'm curious as to how this is going to turn out, and hopefully this man does not lose his job, which most likely he will, unfortunately. Lyft drivers are supposed to be private contractors. They're not employees of Lyft. So what they do with their vehicle should be to their discretion for the most part. But we will see. What do you guys think?
A Lyft driver in the US is currently under what I can only describe as a severe scrutiny by the general public. Now, what is his crimes? He refused to drive a young lady who he deemed was very, very, very large. Now, he explained his vehicle was small. He explained that his vehicle wouldn't be able to accommodate a person of her size. He even went as far as to say to the young lady, I will cancel this ride so you avoid paying any cancellation fee, which, by the way, I think is quite admirable. Now, of course, the young lady became very upset with the whole incident to a point she started filming so she can later blast him on social media. And she did. She did. The video went mega viral, hence why I'm talking about it. Now, whether you side with either the lady or the Uber driver, my issue with this whole incident is a lack of self-awareness. That's what really bothers me, because Uber and Lyft, they tell you what vehicles coming to collect you. Not only that, they show you the driver's face, they tell you the make and model of the vehicle. As someone who's larger than life, you should have the self-awareness to be able to analyze, will I fit comfortably in this vehicle, right? Because I can honestly relate, as a former Uber driver, I too have been placed in this very exact same predicament, right? And actually, my situation was far worse than this, because not only was I greeted by one very large individual, there was 4 of them. There was 4 of them. I accepted the trip, went to carry out this trip, and what awaits was 4 large gentlemen. All of them exceeded the height of 6'4". And that's what I had to deal with. And bearing in mind, at the time, the vehicle I was driving was a Nissan Leaf. You will have to Google that vehicle to just see how small that vehicle was. In fact, it was too small for me, and I'm 6'2". So I get there. I look them straight in the eyes and I say, sir, excuse me guys, you know full well you're not going to fit in this vehicle. All 4 of you. You know full well that Uber and Lyft, they do an XL. It would be in your best interest to book an XL, because you want to be comfortable as you ride, right? And that's really my whole issue with this whole experience, because it's just the sheer lack of self-awareness really bothers me.
Let's talk about the woman who is suing Lyft because she feels discriminated against because a driver denied her ride because of her size. She was too big to fit in his car. If she felt discriminated against, her being a plus size woman, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? There is a video floating around that went viral of a woman being denied a ride from Lyft. The driver simply said, hey, you know, with your size, I don't think you can fit in my car. You know what I'm saying? I watched the video. He wasn't being disrespectful. He wasn't saying, oh, you fat this, you fat that. No, you cannot fit in my car, you fat da 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 da. He wasn't being disrespectful. He was just saying, like, this not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at you right now, this not gonna work. And she was upset about it. I mean, rightfully so. You know, that could be humiliating. However, I don't feel like she should have recorded it and posted it online, because the internet is ruthless. If you were to post that on Instagram Reels, which I'm pretty sure it's already over there, they would tear you to shreds. TikTok ain't no better. When you post it on the internet and you have all these online people in your business now because you posted a video, that's just not gonna mix well with, you know what I'm saying, anything. She came up on the internet too, and she was like, oh, y'all speaking about me, y'all telling me to go walk. I'm not walking. I'm like, well, duh, like, you know, I wouldn't want to walk neither. You know what I'm saying? I want to get in the car and get to where I'm going. And she is now suing Lyft. How many M's are you trying to get? Like, I'm not saying she's not gonna win. I'm not. Just in case she do win, throw me a couple dollars. How many M's are you looking to get out of it? Maybe not M's. How many thou wows are we looking to get out of it? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe y'all can elaborate in the comments. Please talk to me.
This is for all the heavyweight rideshare riders. Stop ordering the smallest cars when you weigh like 500 pounds and then play victim when the driver tells you you can't fit. Stop it. Just stop it. Order a big car, order an XL, order an SUV. Pay the extra few dollars because you have the extra few pounds, and ride in comfort. why are you picking on a driver who has a small compact car? You yourself know you can't fit because you are very, very big, but you want to give the driver a hard time? That's very selfish of you, and it's quite frankly disgusting behavior. And Lyft, shame on you for letting this woman use you to shame this guy, this driver. So fucked up. Shame on you, Lyft. And shame on you, you whatever your name is, for being overweight and using that to punish someone because you are too lazy to work out and lose a little bit of weight. Shame on you. Shame, shame, shame.
Let me know if this is your first time seeing this on your FYP, but 489-pound rapper Dank Demoss has launched a lawsuit against her Lyft for one of the drivers denied her a ride because he said she wouldn't fit. Now, for what it's worth, my max deadlift is 505 pounds. That's what I'm talking about! But for kicks and giggles in science, let's look at the weight capacity of a Toyota Corolla. So according to the AI chatbot, the payload capacity for a Toyota Corolla is up to 800 or 1,100 pounds. Objectively, this could be a publicity stunt of some kind. However, the American Disabilities Act does extend itself to rideshare apps like Uber and Lyft. And legally speaking, severe obesity does fall under the ADA.
I just got one motherfucking question, man. Keep it real, y'all. Y'all see what's going on, right? Y'all see what's going on. I just got one fucking question. Would you really let Dank Demoss get into your car?
Wait a minute. There ain't no damn earthquakes in Detroit. I know that rumble anywhere.
Hey y'all. So as someone who is a part of the plus size community, I say this with all love. And I am about to be discussing the girl who got denied by the Lyft driver because of her size. As someone who is on the bigger side, you have to accommodate your size. And I mean that in the sense of clothes, the size of your bed in the car you drive, etc. Like, honestly, let's talk about bed size. For example, me as a bigger girl, I am not going to buy a full-size bed if I know that it won't accommodate me and I know that I am someone who likes to stretch and get comfortable. The same way that I wouldn't go and buy a Honda Civic because I know it wouldn't accommodate my size. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to be in a car that my knees is to my chest. You're filing a lawsuit that you're going to lose. You're going to lose that lawsuit. His car was already technically on his last leg. And this is somebody, speaking. I used to drive for Lyft. So honestly, I can understand where he's coming from, because as a Lyft driver, you're an independent contractor. You don't have to pick up anyone that you don't feel comfortable or that you feel reason not to pick up. So I don't see the lawsuit being successful, to be honest. Me as a Lyft driver, I have declined rides as I was pulling up because it either was suspicious or the fact that they had too many people and I know that my car cannot fit that many people. I'm sorry that you had to go through that, but at the same time, I feel that as a bigger girl, and some people say like BBW, SBBW, you would be considered a SBBW, on a bigger side. And that's okay. But I feel like if I was in your situation, I definitely would have just gotten a SUV lift and not a car lift. And I don't feel like you should have took offense and you should have been understanding, because as bigger women, we should be able to accommodate our size and pretty much not expect other people to accommodate us in a sense. And I say that like, I don't expect people to accommodate me for my size. I am going to accommodate myself. And what I expect and, my expectations as far as like anything, clothes, like I said, a bed, a car, I'm going to make sure that it is comfortable for me. And I feel that, maybe you are a little hurt by how he said it or what he said, but I think that filing a lawsuit is just honestly going too far. That's it. Because truly, like, if you look at it from a point of view, like on a medical side, like if you had a medical emergency, they would have to have a ambulance that could accommodate your size, accommodate the stretcher and everything. Same with being in the hospital. You have to have a certain type of bed, you know, when you're on the heavier side, for accommodations for your size. And I don't think that, you know, you should have took offense, you know, but that's it. Like,
now listen to this. There is this rapper that goes by the name of Big Dank. She ordered a Lyft. The Lyft came, looked at her and was just like, you cannot get in this car. You won't fit. I'm going to cancel your ride. You'll get your money back. Now, obviously, Big Dank was very upset, recorded the entire altercation, and was just really offended at the fact that he wouldn't let her in the car. And I really want to know your opinion on it. Do you think the Lyft driver was wrong? Now I can relate because I'm also a plus size woman, and being told no because of my weight is not only embarrassing, but it honestly makes you feel secluded. So I'm sorry she had to experience that, but I do have a few questions. Why didn't he allow her to try to get in the car? But he's the one really saying that she can't fit. If she tried to get in the car and she couldn't fit, then of course she probably would have been like, you know what, I'll order another car. I don't believe she has to order an XXL to fit in the car. I think that's a little bit dramatic. Now, I've been in cars where it's really, really tight. So if you're tall, like certain cars you just don't fit in. I'm not tall. I am 5'2", and there are some times where I'm in a car and the back of the passenger seat or the driver's seat is to my knees, and they can't even pull it up that much, or else they'll block the mirror. I'm not saying that's the type of car she was in, but I'm saying that I can understand in those situations why maybe she couldn't fit if it was something like that. But also, I'm from New York. Honestly, if a driver don't want you in the car, they usually drive past you. They don't even stop to explain to you. So for me, by the driver taking the time to explain it and say something, I'm like, okay, he doesn't seem like he's trying to be mean. He just wants to let her know why, you know, he is not going to take the ride. Which honestly, I have to give him a little bit of points for, because most of the time they don't say anything and just keep going, and you're just left there wondering. But my biggest thing about this whole situation is, why didn't he let her try to get in the car? That I don't understand. I don't think it was an Uber share. I mean, you could have put her up front. It was just very weird to me. So that is the question that will help me determine if the driver was wrong or not. But what do you guys think?
Are you ordered the lift?
Yes, sir.
You sure it was a lift you want, or a forklift?
What do you mean by?
You're big. You're fat.
I can hold in the front seat, man.
You can't fit. The car might need fit, but I'm sure you cannot fit.
My girlfriend have one just like that, and I hold it perfectly.
You need a forklift. The car might be under fit, but I'm sure it's not fit. Might fit more than you, yes, but you can't hold.
So what am I supposed to do?
Order a forklift. You cannot fit in my under fit.
The full-size lady that got the Lyft driver fired is now suing Lyft, okay? And I don't think that man was being funny. Let me say that, because he didn't have a camera out. He was not recording. No, he was being honest that his car was barely on the wheels that it was on, okay? And it was already ticking already as well, okay? And we know our vehicles. We know. And like I say, I don't think he was being funny. Now she has a lawsuit, all right? And get your bag, all right? So you finna get this lawsuit. It's gonna happen again, okay? So I'm letting you know that it motivated me to start back walking, Okay, I do my little 30-day walk. I do 2 miles around my neighborhood. But I hope it motivated her as well, because I'm not being funny. It's so many different weight loss plans out there now, that she can try or do, or just start walking and doing small things in your home, whatever the case may be. I know a lot of people, she has made a lot of people get up, because you have this lawsuit, and no matter if you feel you so confident with this weight, nobody want to be big. And if she think this is going to be the last time that somebody tell her, you can't get on this plane, you can't sit there, these chairs will not hold you. Like, I know everybody's making a joke about it, but it's not funny, because weight can really take you up out of here. And I understand that, she felt played, and she felt that he shouldn't have done it or shouldn't have done it that way. I don't even know what the case may be. But if she don't lose the weight, still, this should motivate her. You're going to come back into this problem again and again and again. And what you're going to do, keep suing and suing and suing, or you're going to fix the problem? I don't think, and I'm going to say this again, this man has lost his job from being honest, okay? Letting you know that his vehicle cannot pull all this weight. And I still feel that that's unfair. So now you got this lawsuit, okay? Okay, so you win this one. What about the next one? Now, what about the next one when somebody keep it real with you, okay, and your feelings get hurt? You going to sue them too? Think about that, guys. Hugs and love, J-Lo. Y'all be blessed.
The lady that filed that lawsuit against that Lyft driver, I think her name is Dank something, the rapper. Listen, I drove for Uber before, right? The reason they're driving Uber or Lyft is because they need the money. Some people do it because they're retired. I'm not gonna lie. I get it. I get it from both sides. I see the discrimination in it, but I also see the concern in his little car, that the car was on its last tire. You heard it. Tick, 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 tick. So she can get him for discrimination. But also, I looked up the weight capacity of a small car. It's like 800 to 12,000 pounds. So she could have fit. Right? We get that. She could have fit. But the man was looking at it from a personal perspective. Man, my car, tick, 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 tick. And you might get in here and there's too much stress on all of the mechanical parts, It's also a reason to limit the weight. I mean, imagine he's driving Lyft so that he can probably fix the car. You get in the car and cause more damage. Then I also get it from, but would you have picked up 3 200-pound people? Would I have picked up 3 200 people? Sure. Yes. But if my car is tick, tick, ticking, I'm going to go ahead and cancel it and say that I'm sick. I'm done driving for the rest of the night. Just so you can't even say that I discriminated against you. Baby, I'm sick. I don't want you to catch whatever I have. Simple. Think about it. When you're on a plane, they need the weight to be balanced, right? So if she went to the back of the plane, but you don't have anyone in the front of the plane to balance the weight, the plane finna fall out of the sky. The plane is right? So you getting in the back seat of this man's car with all of your weight. It would be different in my eyes. If 3 people were getting in, that's 200 pounds. You can even give them 220. But somebody's going to be sitting in the front, so now it's balancing out with the driver, then 2 people in the back. But you getting in here with just over 300 something pounds by yourself, it's a lot of pressure on my back wheels. The man is already fighting for his life. I was doing the driving back then. I was broke anyways. You not finna cause no more mechanical issues to my car.
Detroit rapper Dank Demoss, come on in here. Now, I just recently heard that this was an experiment of hers, but we don't know how true that is. However, she is suing Lyft, and she's about to get paid, y'all. But before we get into it, let's take a look at this video.
So you really telling me I'm too big to get in your car, so I gotta order another Lyft?
And to be more specific with you, I got very tired tires.
What I got to do with your tires?
Yeah, and you have no space.
How you know I don't have no space?
Yeah, I got no space in the back.
How do you know I don't have no space?